For getting your protein in, trying local desserts and snacks, and getting an entire meal on the go for affordable prices, convenience stores in China have it all. In this video, we'll explore 3 affordable price convenience stores in China, show you their various sections from their ice cream and snacks to full-on meals like lunchboxes and Riceballs, and I'll give you a few of my favorite recommendations. Come with me to check out how to live like a local and a savvy traveler, convenience store style. I'm an ABC who grew up on the East Coast, and after going to school and working in the Big Apple, I moved to Shanghai, China, and I've worked here for 6 years. One clutch thing I love about living in China are the convenience stores, or as we call them, bianlidian. The most popular convenience stores in China's major cities are Lawson, 7-Eleven, and Family Mart. They're actually all Japanese franchises, but they've done a really good job at localizing the different foods and flavors. So we're definitely going to see differences from, say, the Family Marts in Japan or Thailand. Lawson is most notable by its blue storefronts and is one of the most common convenience stores in China, with over 5,000 stores mainly located in its major cities, and Shanghai is its largest region, with more than 2,000 locations. Entering the store, the first section I always like to look at is the bread section. So here you can see there's an assortment of breads. There's chocolate breads, just a lot of Asian flavored breads. And then next is its ice cream section. So we love a good ice cream. They have a lot of local brands and a lot of international brands as well. So you'll get your Haagen-Dazs, Kit Kats, and then there is also my favorite ice cream, which is a chocolate taiyaki ice cream sandwich. It's a fish-shaped ice cream sandwich, and my favorite is the Oreo one because it has a crunchy Oreo layer. But there is also a green tea, peach, and caramel version too. Highly recommend. Other familiar brands you'll see are Magnum and Dove ice cream bars. Here's the bottom ice cream section. I love rooting around and finding new flavors or textures that I haven't tried before. Okay people, my favorite section. You got your sandwiches, your rice balls, and then wannabe sushi, salad, and the lunchboxes. You think people in China are eating hot pot, Peking duck, soup dumplings all day, but no. People got things to do, places to go, and if you're on the go, you need something fast and cheap. Lunchboxes fit the bill and can range from being okay healthy with omelet toppings and some veg and meat, and there's pasta if you want something Western, and then there are the fried cutlets with lots of sauce. An example of a salad you can find is a tuna mashed potato salad, which is less than $2. A typical lunchbox is a chicken thigh rice bowl, which would be less than $3. You'll get some veg, eggs, and a decent amount of meat that isn't fried, if that's important to you. Our long or New Orleans flavored chicken isn't deep fried, and you'll see the flavor everywhere at convenience stores and KFCs. I think KFC made the flavor a thing in China back in the day. I never heard of it growing up in America, but it's not too spicy, if at all, and worth trying out, especially if you want to avoid the fried cutlets. Moving on to the fan tuan or rice balls. I love the variety you can get, like salmon, spicy chicken, chicken and cheese. This one is a soft egg yolk fan tuan with marinated rice for less than $1. While this one is a chicken omelet fan tuan with rice marinated in tomato sauce at also less than $2. I'm telling you, if you're on the go, you can just grab one of these bad boys and hit the road. My second favorite section is the desserts. There's also meat and jello in this section as well, so if you're trying to get your protein in, you'll get that. There's also corn on the cob, if that's something that you're interested in. And they also sell Korean jjajangmyeon for less than $2. But in my world, dessert is most important. What I recommend is the chocolate mochi cookie cake. It's wrapped in a chocolate coat with a soft glutinous rice layer coat, plus a cream layer, a cake layer, and a crunchy cookie in the inside. It has all the best textures in one bite, and it's less than $2. They also have different puddings, flans, and jellos. My husband used to have a flan every single day. For getting your protein in, they have chicken legs. This one is 130 grams at about $2, and various smoked meats, There's also the chicken breast as well, and that one is also the same price as the chicken leg, and it is about 100 grams. Moving on to the yogurt or suannai section, I will say most Chinese suannai are on the drinkable side, aka not thick, where you need a spoon like in the US, and they often give you straws to drink them. There are different flavors like lychee, pomelo, and peach that you can have fun trying. Finally, there's a milk section, younai, that you can also choose from. If you're not looking for dairy in your life, then there's also other options such as soy milk, oat milk, not from concentrate juices, coffee or cafe, fruit teas, 水果茶. So we finished this section, and now on to the instant noodle ramen, or as we call it, 泡面 section. It's China, so there's a ton of 泡面 to choose from. Everyone has their own preferences, but you can see by the pictures maybe what flavors could interest you. And in a lightning round, you have condoms, and then the microwaves in the back, and then we have candy, hockey, chocolate, and then Chinese preserved snacks, and cookies. Here are more hot foods such as Chinese wraps, meat skewers, oden, and buns, including baozi and mantou, which are normally for breakfast, and since it's afternoon, this area has been pretty much emptied. One thing to keep in mind, because you can't drink tap water in China, bottled water or 矿泉水 is usually the way to go. It's usually 2 kuai or 2 RMB per bottle, but they're often marked up at train stations and movie theaters. But no, 2 kuai is generally the price for a bottle of water. They also sell all sorts of alcohol, including wines and even hard liquor. There are also face masks, which are called 口罩, and a nice selection of chips. China always has a big range of chip flavors such as barbecue, Peking duck, squid, and even still under big Western brands such as Lay's and Pringles. And then the rest of the store is typical of most convenience stores. There's office items, toiletries, more beverages and beer, some frozen foods, and a seating area if the convenience store is big enough. In terms of paying, you can choose to pay the traditional way with a cashier, but most places have checkout now if you're able to pay with your mobile device, say WeChat or Alipay. So for example, I ended up getting a salmon onigiri fantuan, the chocolate mochi cookie cake, the chicken leg, and the suannai yogurt, and the total amounts to 39.5 RMB, which is about $7 US. Okay, now we're done with Lawson, so let's move on to 7-Eleven. This is one of my favorite convenience stores since they aren't as common in Shanghai compared to other cities such as Beijing. So every time I go, the selection feels new and fresh to me. I do feel like they have more selection. They sell toys in this store. Each store can have a wider selection of items depending on how big it is. So I usually try to go to bigger stores. You can see here the yogurt selection is already much bigger than Lawson's. 7-Eleven and Family Mart are one of the few places that also sell this brand of yogurt that has no other added ingredients or sugar, which is somewhat frustrating for me to find in China. Most suannai have some type of added sugar, especially maltose, even though the packaging claims no added sugar. So look out for this brand if you want pure yogurt and probiotics without other added ingredients. Here's 7-Eleven's ramen or 泡面 selection, and we can see that they have here fantuan and lunchboxes. Another great recommendation would be their 麻酱凉面 at less than $2 US. They're cold noodles with sesame sauce and are great for summer days when you don't want to slurp hot soup noodles. Another fun lunchbox to try is the sour and spicy squid rice bowl at less than $3 US, as well as my favorite, the cumin beef rice bowl with eggplant. They also have a teriyaki chicken cutlet, fantuan, and another Orlando-style roast chicken, fantuan. They also have Korean rice cakes, and a lot of the rest is similar to Lawson and other convenience stores. Oh, one thing 7-Eleven also has here are these hamburger-shaped sandwiches that they call Chinese hamburgers. And this one has stir-fried pork with asparagus. Going into the snack section, I personally like the variety in 7-Eleven and Family Marts more than Lawson. This is probably because of the American in me, but mainly because they sell Doritos, and I love myself some good cheese Doritos. They also sell barbecue and spicy Doritos too. I also really enjoy the Taro chips in China, which are more thinly sliced in the convenience stores than what I've seen in America, and gives them this delicately crunchy texture as opposed to crunching so hard your teeth hurt. And come in mala flavor, and my favorite, which is often sold out, lime taro chips. One other Chinese snack really worth trying is guoba, which originally was the scorched crusty rice at the bottom of rice cooking pans. Demand for this part of cooked rice is so much that they specifically incorporate guoba into many Chinese dishes, and have also turned it into its own snack. It has that nice crunchy crunch and comes in many flavors. Alright, finally going into Quanjia or Family Mart. This Quanjia also has an extra refrigerated section with steamed buns, vegetables and fruits, fresh cut noodles. Okay, wow, I don't see this that often in Family Marts in Shanghai. And here we have our Lunchboxes, Riceballs, and sandwich section. And again, the rest of the sections are pretty similar to the other convenience stores, with some minor differences like the sugar-free yogurt I mentioned before. My favorite section in Family Mart is the bread section with dorayaki, tonglo shao, pork floss buns, and my favorite, hei mi gao, which is made from ground up black rice and glutinous rice flour and steamed. So its texture is as fine like cake as opposed to chunky, but it has a really nice chewy bite and is a really great on-the-go snack that leaves you feeling full. It's usually my go-to travel or gym snack since it's easy to carry and eat. A lot of convenience stores like Family Mart or Quanjia also have seasonal breads. Right now they're doing a lot of green tea flavors, and I bought this green tea mochi red bean filling bread that had a really nice texture and flavor. Here are more desserts and breads. I just love Quanjia's selection of dessert. And if you're interested in protein bars, electrolyte, and energy drinks, you can find them here too. And that's it for this video. What did you think about convenience stores in China? Was there anything you'd like to try? Let me know what you think in the comments and what else you want to see about China or Shanghai. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!